Hello, I'm Andrew C. with SCTV, and today we're at the Scituate Historical Society's G.A.R. Hall special event celebrating Earth Day. There are a lot of special vendors, animals, and different booths celebrating the Earth. So let's go check it out.
I'm part of Scituate Trashed. We pick up trash around town and organize beach cleanups and post, try to get awareness to get people to stop littering and pick up, litter around town.
With the Water Resources Commission, and it's a volunteer group in town that focuses on water conservation, but also communication and helping communication between the town and the community as well.
Friends of South Shore Seafood does a lot of things, okay? First thing we do is we try to make a liaison between the fishing industry and the community. We've been buying fish from the fishermen. We've been running fundraisers to get the cash to buy the fish. The fish is then donated to the Scituate Food Pantry, to the Scituate Public Schools, and to charitable events like the Harbor Methodist Church's First Friday Fish Fries. This is another aspect of what Friends of South Shore Seafood are doing. This is ocean debris that was collected as our members fish and bring in fish. They also, as bycatch, bring up bits and pieces of old nets and rope and clothing and what have you. This is brought ashore, stockpiled on the Scituate Town Pier, then it's transferred to the Scituate Transfer Station on Driftway, where it's containerized and shipped off to a recycling facility in Connecticut, where it's used to generate electricity, and the steel scrap is recycled basically into other forms of steel for construction and vehicles and what have you.
So our farm is a nonprofit that grows organic flowers, vegetables, and herbs and food, and we sell it, and then we also do a lot of teaching from the farm about flowers, vegetables, and herbs and how they grow. We work with schools, we work with community organizations, we give workshops and all kinds of teaching and growing.
What we're here today to talk about is, as you can see, we are the future. We're here to talk about native plants and to help people understand why that's what we should really be doing. We know that not everybody can do it 100%, but what we've done is brought some examples from our own wildflower garden that were dug just yesterday. We have a number of pictures of what throughout the season, what the natives will look like. They're beautiful plants, and we're really encouraging people, if they are planting a new garden or replacing plants in their garden, to really think native. Natives are plants that have been here forever, since hundreds, thousands of years. They came here long before any of us, and they have a unique relationship with all our local fauna, animals, bugs, birds, bees. They're just a great way to keep the environment healthy and going, and perfect to talk about on Earth Day.
And I'm here to talk to you today about garlic mustard, which is a noxious plant. It's invasive. It looks very pretty, but it is a really bad character in our area. You'll see it all over the wood, all over the roadsides. When you see it, you want to get rid of it. You want to dig it up. It actually puts chemicals into the soil that doesn't allow the good plants to grow. It's bad for birds, bees, butterflies, and it spreads all over the place. When you dig it up, you should never, ever throw it into the woods. What you want to do is stick it in a bag and take it to the trash and to have it burned, or you can just burn it yourself. But it's just a very bad plant.
So Jim, what's your organization about?
This is Obadiah the Comfort Dog, and he is one of 150 dogs nationwide run by Lutheran Church Charities, which is one of the largest religious charities in the nation, just behind Catholic Charities. These dogs are specially trained to respond to national tragedies, mass shootings, storms, and so forth. Obadiah lives in Scituate. He belongs to Christ Lutheran Church in Scituate, and he visits nursing homes, schools, libraries. I work with veterans in hospice with him. He goes to veterans hospitals and so forth, just offering comfort. 2,000 hours of training to do just what you see here. Yeah.
Have you found that Obadiah does bring a lot of comfort to people who are in hospice or recovering from a tragedy?
Absolutely. Yesterday I was at Harbor House in Hingham with a 94-year-old Navy veteran. We met for about 40 minutes, and the whole family was there. There were so many people there, we had to leave his nursing home room and go to the day room for our event. And I made a veterans presentation on behalf of Norwell VNA and Hospice.
And I'm with Acres to Grow Farm in Scituate. And so we have a small homestead farm with goats and pigs and chickens and cows. And then we run farm classes and we volunteer in the community to bring the goats to events like this and Heritage Days and get to Greenbush next, like in 2 weeks. Yep. And so we were hoping to host the Scituate Farmers Market. And that's on Wednesdays, but you know, we have a band, a stage, and then we also have axe throwing. Yeah. Yeah, outdoor axe throwing.
What would you say is the most popular event at your barn?
Farm, for sure. Yep. And then we do birthday parties. We have just a lot of farm classes, and the kids come. We do farm tours, have special days with the animals. Right now it's super busy because the baby goats are all coming. So probably going to do goat yoga. And we have piglets coming. I also, we have a very unique pig. It's a American guinea hog. They're endangered. We have two mini cows and a sheep and a bunch of goats and chickens and ducks.
Okay, the Beautification Commission does a whole lot of things. We sponsor Ship Shape Day, so our annual cleanup. We also sponsor having a town flower, which is the marigold. But the biggest job that we have is that we have about 28 volunteers who take care of everything in town that blooms and grows and looks great. So we are in charge of the railroad islands, of the traffic islands, and we have taken a lot of areas that were looking a little decrepit and changed them into gardens.
And today we are making some natural bird feeders out of pine cone and peanut butter and birdseed. Yeah. So would you like a demonstration on how?
Yes, I would, very much so.
So we have these fancy pine cones that Jean so graciously went and collected for us. We've attached some string to it. And what we do is we have either coconut oil or peanut butter. You just take a little bit of the peanut butter, you give a nice coating to it. We decided to go with the chunky because the birds tend to like the chunky as opposed to the smooth. Yes.
It's kind of like birdseed.
Exactly. Right, so you have a nice coating there, all sides around. Right? Now this is not for human consumption. We want to make that very clear.
I mean, if it came down to it, though.
I mean, if you had to. Sue wouldn't allow it. I tried to eat one earlier and she smacked it right on my hands. Incredible. Yeah.
We have refreshments.
Exactly. So when you have a generous coat, you roll it right in the bird seed there. Right? I like to do a little sprinkle on the top, a little salt bay, like that. And voila, you have yourself a natural bird feeder. We put these in, yes, we put these in these biodegradable cups because it is Earth Day after all.
Those are biodegradable?
Eventually.
About a million years?
Yeah, ish.
Right.
Oh,
They'll be gone
we'll be around. We'll be around. And there you go. So a little present for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Happy
I
Earth
appreciate
Day.
that. Perfect.